Hey there, YouTube. Well, today I want to bring you all this 1998 Ford Ranger XLT with 83,000 miles. I was recently requested on one of my latest videos to do a 2000 or older Ford Ranger, and this one caught my attention. It's in great shape, has a step-side bed, or flare side in other terms, the 16-inch wheels from the Explorer Sport Track. And looking in back, it's just as great looking. Truck has its mud flaps, the little ball on the bumper. Not recommended to tow anything with those Rangers and Explorers of this generation. Really had lousy bumper brackets. This one has the cover. It kind of rolls up, but it looks a little bit jammed right now, as you notice. The tailgate is a little bit on the heavy side too. Nowadays, full-size trucks have assisted tailgates, so they feel much lighter once you operate them. This one's four-wheel drive too. Notice the 4x4 off-road sticker. And just look at this interior. It's just so clean. Armrest over here. It obviously broke right now, the plastic. Ford always had an issue with their armrest in the Rangers and even some of the Explorers where the plastic just broke and the thing would just give way. Now you notice a little coin holder. If it weren't broken, it actually would have been a very soft and cushiony armrest. Materials were actually excellent on the door panel too. Everything's just cushiony, soft to the touch, even the armrest. This is covered in cloth right here. Other than that, everything is quite plasticky. The truck doesn't have powered mirrors, and it has crank windows too. Let me show you the back seat while I'm at it. Rangers do have little seats that fold out like so. Let me see if I can show you. These really weren't the most comfortable seats, but hey, it's a seat, and if you need to bring two bodies with you, you have the capability to do so. Later models of the Rangers had doors that opened on the side to make access a little bit easier. I think it was available on one side in this year, not too sure. For the moment, this truck just has the key, no key fob, and you should never have one because this thing has no powered door locks. Mileage is legit, 83,000 miles. This thing is just empty, so I'm gonna have to do this very fast. The interior, most of it is identical as that of a Ford Explorer, and it was actually of decent qualities too. The dashboard was actually soft to the touch. It's like a hard vinyl. The very hollow airbag cover, and you can see the glove box here too, with its owner's manual. It's about average size. The radio with in-dash CD, climate control, the simplest thing. The four-wheel drive dial right there. Let me put this truck into neutral so I can put it into low range. And there we go, it's in low range. And for four-wheel drive high, this is what you would oftenly use. I mean, you would use low range if you were rock climbing or something. Put it back into two-wheel drive. This thing was a smoker, unfortunately. The ashtray on and off switch for the passenger side airbag. Little cup holders, and of course a little tray down there. In terms of comfort, these seats are very soft and supportive on your back. It molds nicely around your torso, and it's not flat either, and thigh support is pretty good despite this being a fixed position. Remember, the driver's seat also isn't powered. The steering wheel, it's not leather wrapped, but it's quite thick. There's no cruise control. Remember, this is a rather plain Jane model. Intermittent speed wipers right there. The steering wheel doesn't tilt. It was an optional thing on the Ranger. Has the overdrive button up there, panel dim, and the headlamps. Headliner was surprisingly cushiony too. Got the dome light, the stationary shit handles. Sun visor has its mirror, no vanity lights. Sun visor itself is very cushiony, but it feels like it has a hunk of cardboard in the middle. 3-liter overhead valve V6. It's called the Vulcan. Ford's been making this engine since the mid-80s. I think its last appearance was in 2007 with the Taurus, or maybe a year or two later after that with the Ranger. Sorry guys, I had to move over to my phone. 145 horsepower. And it's proven to be a very reliable engine, but for some reason these things were always prone with power steering noises. Let me show you the back of this cab over here again. The seat does roll forward on this side, so this is the side you'd want to enter in. Again, you have a little cargo neck cup holders. What appears to be the holders of cassettes or something, I don't know why. And of course a little window right there. So that comes out pretty handy. There's also the vents which pop open like so. Check out this little cargo cover here too. Latches on like so. I didn't even realize these came with that. not the most refined of engines. And with the windows closed. Yeah, a very close competitor to the Ranger those days was the Chevrolet S10. It was about the same size, but it was not as well built. The interiors just did not hold up very well, and just think about it. How many Chevrolet S10s do you see on the road as opposed to the Rangers? Now, going back to the engines, there was also a larger 4-liter V6, which essentially is the engine the Explorer had. And there's also an entry 4-cylinder too, if you want more fuel efficiency. Anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this tour.